I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33, and each morning I read a couple of pages from this book on the works of Gurdjieff and Ouspensky by Maurice Nicoll. Still making my way through this book, and I just usually read a couple of pages in the morning. But I tell you, each page of this book is a gem of wisdom. And Gurdjieff's practice, his work, his path in life, he refers to as the fourth way. And as I've said before, it's a path of living in the world, yet not being of it. Living life without believing in life. And with spiritual teachings, much of the intent of spiritual teachings is to understand the human condition and to find meaning and purpose in the human life, alleviate suffering in the human condition. And much of what Gurdjieff looks at it as being the roots of suffering is identifying with a false self or persona, and identifying with all these things we take in from our environment, all this information and all these opinions from other people outside of us and from media that we take in. And with this path of the fourth way, essentially the aim is to live through our original essence, through our true essence, as opposed to living through the personality, the persona, living through the true internal spirit versus that which we have absorbed from our environment. And just the other day I was reading an interesting concept. Is it was talking about when people start identifying so heavily with their likes and their dislikes. And again, when we think what we like or what's appealing to us, what's pleasurable to us is who we are, this is adding more layers to a false self. This is not our true essence. What we like is not necessarily who we are or indicative of who we truly are. It's just something that our persona takes to and gravitates to for whatever reason. And so there's an exercise in this book of actively disliking what you like and putting the intent to like what you dislike. Playing this exercise for just maybe a day. Can you decide to like what you dislike and dislike what you like? Sounds pretty hard to do, right? Because most of us, many people, I believe and identify so heavily with what they like. But again, this is an exercise in breaking the attachments to our persona and digging in. And for me, being a Libra, this is an exercise I actually engage in semi-regularly in some shape or form when I'm studying ideas or when I'm going into some of my conspiracy research. I always look at the other side. I read books from the globalists. I read books from whatever the other side that I seem to stand on is taking, and I see if I can find the humanity in it. I see if I can find something good in it. And it's a similar exercise to what is in this book of actively taking on what you dislike, or actively intending to find something you like and what you dislike, and something you dislike and something you like. And I find when we do this, from my perspective, I've been able to get closer to what's actually true. What is the universal truth behind all this? And again, the intent from the fourth way is to break free of the trappings of our false self, the trappings of our personality, the trappings of that which is external, that we mistake to be our true essence. And when we do that, when we break free, then this allows space for the true essence to come through and the peace that comes with that. So with that being said, I'm going to end this transmission. Be strong, be well, my friends. I'll see you on the other side.